Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Uno Mix. I'm your host, Tyler Matinani. I hope you've got your sweet tooth ready because on this episode, we're getting busy in the kitchen. We're doing some sweet baking with a local family-owned business. We're also meeting some of our friends in Tumon for some crystal knowledge 101. So if you've been hiding under a rock, this is perfect for you. And I've got a special guest joining me today. You know his face, and if you don't know his face, then you know his voice. It's Victoria!
Hey guys, thank you so much, Ty, for the opportunity to come in, just have a great day with you and just experience everything Uno Mixed. Guys, we're down here at the Coffee Slug, home of the good old Nitro coffee, also live music, and let's face it, the beautiful oceanfront view. And they also got more.
That's right, that's not all. We are picking up some awesome Nimbus cruisers today. We're gonna head inside and see what they got.
My business partner, Melker mentioned that, we can get these scooters from a distributor. We got a couple, tried them out, and then we've been using them every weekend, and we just cruise around here, Ganya and Tumon, and it's a lot of fun. I think it's a really cool feature that we have here because, everybody's looking for something to do. It's fun to cruise on these things. You go up to like 15 miles per hour, and you can go with a bunch of buddies, and not only that, you could save a lot on gas too. So we have two different size scooters. We have the 8X Pro is the larger battery. It goes up to 30 miles range, and then the 7X goes 15 miles. So it goes the same speed. It has disc brakes, front and rear. It has a light, it has a bell, it has a speed limiter. It's a really cool device to cruise around. We even go bar hopping on it too.
How much can people rent these out for, and how much are you guys selling?
The larger battery can go up to 4 hours, depending on the hill and your weight and everything. But we rent them out for $15 an hour. So for both of them, either one you want to take. The smaller one will go up to 2 hours. And then we also sell them for the 7X, it's $579, and for the 8X Pro, it's $729. So that's for the new price. We also sell them used too, so depending on how used they are, we can give you a discount. Normally we have a bunch in stock.
So we had this bright idea to go from here all the way down to Tumon, but do you think it could boogie all the way over there?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I've cruised all through Tumon, from Hilton to Beach Bar and back without making it even a halfway on the battery. So, and that's up and down the hill. So yeah, easily you could commute to work if you live, within 30 minutes of work or an hour of work. Yeah, so it could be your daily commute. We rent them as long as we're open. You can even take them overnight too. So you just got to sign the waiver and put a credit card on file if you're going to take them off premises. And yeah, so we have them for sale and rent anytime we're open.
Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together. Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
My name is Rachel.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Mitz.
And we are the owners of Crystal Energy Infinite Guam. We'll be talking to you guys today about the basics of crystals. So we usually advise you to look around the shop and see which one you're drawn towards. Usually sometimes a lot of people hear the words drawn or feeling like something is pretty or something looks cool. That's exactly what we want. We want you to be able to go and look at those particular crystals and sense its energy.
I want to ask, let's start with this.
Yes.
I was given one. These are called stones, crystals?
Yes, correct.
So why? I just want to know.
Victorious has monkey man energy. And we need to kind of bring him down to earth sometimes. And I know there are things like grounding stones. Can you Tell us a little bit about what it is that he has.
We have a table full of what we call tumblestones, which is exactly what he's holding and what I'm holding. Our table offers a little bit of each type of crystal that we have in the shop in a small, affordable size form. So just because they're small doesn't mean that it's not gonna work. It's a great way for us to test out the energies of something. So let's say, for example, like Mitz said, they went ahead and did all their research and said that they wanted to come in here and get a rose quartz, for example. Okay, go ahead and get a rose quartz. At least it's small, it's affordable, you can try it out. And then we advise you, bring it home, try it out, and then if you like it, you wanna go bigger and you wanna get something else, then go ahead and do that. So our table has all different kinds of tumblestones, and this particular one that Vic is holding is called a howlite. Howlite in general is good for what we call calming. So when you mention that it's, he has monkey energy, really great, doesn't mean anything's wrong with monkey energy, but for an interview or anything sitting down.
I think anything where there's a lot of breakables, we need to chill out.
Yeah, so a lot of times too when we have children come in here with their parents, and I don't know how you feel, Vic, but
very calm. we were just doing another shoot outside and it was all fun.
Centered and balanced.
The one that we get a lot, especially at the beginning of the 2021, when everyone came in, they all wanted for prosperity. They're like, we want something for money, something for good luck. So that's one of our popular ones. Each all have different physical, spiritual feelings to it.
we still have them still look around the shop only because there are certain energies that we have towards it that will make us more prosperous, but in other areas of our life. Pyrite is a good example. It is very well known for attracting abundance and wealth. So it's also known as what we call fool's gold, but it's not just about that. It's also about abundance, not just of money, but also of other things. So let's say you're not ready for that and your energy is not ready for things like that, and maybe you need an abundance of love of your self-love, because you're just so busy in your own world that you forget about that. So that's what we talk about when we say things like grounding. That's exactly what it is. Grounding your energy so that you're ready for something like that.
I know before it was kind of like taboo, so it was something that we opened up our doors to kind of educate the community on.
What surrounded the whole crystal world to give it that kind of reputation?
A lot of times there's like this, especially on Guam being like a Catholic type, what we have on our island, it was thought about where crystals were part of like the witchcraft, or they weren't sure what it was for and the power that it had. But along with a lot of things, people aren't sure what it is. So they have that sense that, okay, I don't know what it is, so it's automatically bad. I don't know if you guys realize this, but in our computers, in our phones,
Calculators.
Exactly. In our watches, there's crystals in it. But people don't realize that and they don't know that. And I think that because they don't know it, they automatically put it off as taboo. So, but in ancient times, as I was saying, the Egyptians and everything have used crystals for protection, for abundance, and for metaphysical things as well.
If we want to attract more love, luck, finance, if there's anything else, can you just take us on that journey?
If you're new to crystals, we create little basic starter kits, which are tumbles that are affordable, and you get like 5 or 6 pieces of them, and then we put names on what they are, and then we talk about what they are, and then it can also be a gift. And then we also make things for your zodiac sign.
You guys have one for the Ryzac?
The zodiac sign. The rise
In a minute, stimulus.
We need that financial stone.
I'm just saying, you guys are I can just cleanse it and just put it in front of Adeline, just kind of mind, we need that Ryzac.
Maybe we'll give some crystals over to the administration.
Right, just give them all.
They got a crystal buckle.
I like to tell everyone that comes in though that they think that just because it's small, because they'll be like, is this good enough? Do I need something bigger? So size doesn't matter. Like she said, especially if you're starting off, we would suggest smaller ones. But of course, if you're really insistent, you want to go big, because we get those some new ones.
Sorry. I know, you pointed it out. I was trying to ignore it,
You
but
should know we're talking about stones.
And then
Jeez.
So each crystal shape actually does mean something. So for example, the spheres, or what you call the ball-shaped ones, we call them crystal spheres. They're actually shaped round. They're shaped round because the energy.
this is getting hot, by the way. I just know this is very hot.
That's from your
It just suddenly got very hot.
That's from your energy.
So usually
Whoa! It just suddenly turned up really hot.
that means it's something that you need. Your body, your energy is resonating with it.
You can't see my face under this mask. Whoa! Dude, you gotta feel
So
this.
that's usually like
No,
we
it's
said.
You know what lady said? Say don't touch it.
Feel this. It's not just me, right? It's
Yes,
turning
it's
really
hot.
hot.
It's super hot.
Yeah, no, just feel it.
That's
Yeah.
cold.
So
And
that's
it's
something
like-
that you need.
Whoa, bro. I don't know about that. You gotta cleanse this whole energy. You just
You gotta cleanse your
got
solar
my energy
system.
feel right now.
We're located in the second floor of Tumon Sands Plaza, and we're open every day from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And we do advise that if you do come, not when you're in a hurry,
Don't be in a hurry.
when you come in, because we like to talk to everybody when they come in.
I was
Both
the
learn.
most calm, so I'm just I feel like
I think the crystal works a little too much for Vic. We need him to get back up there
I need
again.
that smoke thing so it can kind of erase some of this energy because I think it's soaked way too much. But thank you guys.
It was amazing. And I'm gonna go put these back because my hands are sweaty now. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back after the break.
Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together. Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
3 years ago, Victorious and I had the opportunity to try these locally made and locally inspired sugar sticks. When I say locally inspired flavors, Letiza,
Yes.
you guys had
Coconut candy, we had green mango, which was more like a pickled mango. So it was spicy and salty and sour all in one.
We're finally getting to meet the creatives behind the idea. Here is Andrea Warren, and I've got to commend you on everything because although I started my taste bud journey with the sugar sticks, you guys have actually created another amazing product, and those are your cookies. Your chocolate peanut butter cookies are crack. How did you guys go from sugar sticks to these amazing, and I am serious, amazing cookies?
We stopped doing the sugar sticks for a little bit, and then at the beginning of the pandemic, we had to shut our main business down, which was a water and ice company. Shut that down because Pat had some, health issues, and the pandemic happened at the same time. And so we could no longer do that. And we're sitting at home and trying to come up with ways to support our family, to put food on our table, and just to get by. And luckily for me, I have a partner who's got some culinary background, and I've learned a thing or two, growing up. We started with 3 flavors, and now we have a total of 24. We're gonna make the cookie that started it all.
The cookie that started it all.
And it's our chocolate chip walnut cookie. I've been making this cookie for 17 years. It's the same recipe. Nothing's changed.
Wow, 17 years. So I'm assuming it's a family recipe.
No, actually, I really liked a chocolate chip cookie I found in California.
Okay.
And I wanted to recreate it. And so I spent a very long time buying these ladies' cookies so I could try and figure out what it was.
It's like that episode of Friends where Phoebe like found this delicious recipe, and she's like, they're trying to recreate it.
This, yeah.
My grandmother said she got the recipe from her grandmother, Nestlé Toulouse.
What was her name?
Nestlé Toulouse.
Nestle Toll House?
You Americans always butcher the French language.
There's a syringe here on the table, and that was one of the first things I noticed. What in the secrecy is this?
So this is a secret blend.
Okay.
And all it does is it helps us accomplish the texture that people have come to love. So this recipe calls for, it's a lot of butter, okay?
Yes.
The recipe calls for a whole cup of butter. And so we're gonna cream our butter and our sugars together. There are equal parts brown sugar and granulated sugar. So if you're diabetic, this is not the cookie.
There's two types
This isn't
here.
the cookie for you.
You mentioned earlier that you have how many orders in a week?
So what we do is we advertise for one delivery date per week, right? And so we can do anywhere, we get 1,000 to 1,500 cookies a week on order if we advertise. So,
Holy cow.
and then we do have orders come in that we don't, we received outside of those advertisements. So, it's just a small group of people that we send it to, but we have a lot of loyal customers. We have a lot of people who order every single time. And then we have people who, of course, word of mouth is great for us. Their friends order. So it's kind of neat because all our customers know each other or are connected to one another somehow.
Well, get
So-
ready for that order to increase even more after that. And this is a family-owned business.
It is all family. So I do all the recipes are my own recipes, and then we come up with flavors together, things that we are interested in trying for ourselves, and just anything that sounds delicious we'll try. So there's a lot of testing that goes on. My son helps me in the kitchen a lot. He operates my oven for me, so I mix all the dough, he'll scoop it, we'll scoop it together, we'll bake, we'll take turns, tagging out basically, and then we all package and we all deliver. And so it's really nice. We are so appreciative that people are willing to spend their hard-earned dollars on our product, that it's very humbling for us, and so we try to take care of them by giving them good quality products. So there's a lot of love.
I was gonna say,
lot of love.
it's clearly made with love,
Yeah.
because when I say these are the best cookies I've ever tried, I'm not exaggerating.
Thank
They
you so
are
much.
so out of this world. Like I said, on first bite, I was like, oh no.
We are very blessed to have one another. So this whole situation, it could have been bad for us, and we've found a way to make it into something really good. We spend so much more time together now as a family than we did before, and there is a much greater sense of appreciation for one another and all of our different skill sets and our talents and our work ethic. We get to know each other better, by doing this. We are very blessed.
Girl, don't be making me cry when we're about to bake. What? I'm just gonna be whisking this.
A lot of our inspiration comes from things that we like to eat. There's a red velvet chocolate chip cookie and a red velvet crinkle. There's a ube crinkle, which we'll try today. We even have a pumpkin pie cookie, and we'll try that today too. There's a strawberry shortbread cookie. There's lemon and basil cookies. So we even incorporate fruit, and all the fruit is fresh. We don't
Wait, did you
use
say lemon and basil?
lemon and basil, which is a really cool recipe. It's really refreshing. It's perfect for the summer, or anytime really.
Oh my gosh, I can smell the butter through my mask. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
that's
very
amazing.
rich dough, yeah. It's very, very rich. So it is quite amazing. So this is it for now. we're actually going to take this and we're going to chill it, and that makes the dough a lot easier to scoop. And then after we scoop it, it goes back into the chiller, and then when it's solid and set, we'll then bake it.
Emery got us inspired to do a little cookie break. Which one should I try? The strawberry? Okay, I haven't tried the strawberry one. So this is recommended by you. You're the professional taste tester, so I'm gonna trust that this is delicious, huh? Okay, so.
Yeah, that's our strawberry shortcake.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Real strawberries.
That looks so good. Okay, do cheers. I'm gonna go off camera for this one.
There's this balance that we try to strike every single time in every single flavor, and we kind of try to do that in our lives too, to make sure that work doesn't just overtake everything and then we miss out on life. When we were doing the water and ice, we really did miss out on a lot. We were tired and overwhelmed, and we didn't spend a lot of good quality time together. And this has allowed us to do the opposite. If it gets out of hand, we just have to pull back a little, and just remember what's really important, you know? And that's each other, our family and our friends, and the things that are not of this world. Those are the things that are most important to us.
I love that your main focus exactly was, although we had this other business, it took away from what really mattered most.
Yeah.
And that is something that I think a lot of people, everyone can learn from.
There's a little bit of everybody that's ever touched our lives, our hearts, in our cookies.
Sugarfix on Uno Mix. I love the sound of that. It looks and smells divine. Andrea, thank you so much for having us here in your kitchen. See how the whole process is. Before we close out, can you just let our audience know where people can contact you guys?
Sure, you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Sugarfix Guam. You can also email us at sugarfixguam@gmail.com. And if you visit our Instagram page, our phone numbers are listed there as well.
Okay, so I think it's only appropriate. We've got to do a taste test before we close out.
Yes.
Okay, so how about we, ooh, that's got weight to it. That's that 3 cups of sugar.
Yeah, and the 3 cups of chocolate chips in it.
All right, well, Andrea, thank you so much. Cheers.
Cheers.
We'll be back more after the break. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together. Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
After cruising through Tumon, cleansing our chakras, and getting our cookie fix, it's time for us to close out. But we hope you enjoyed it and will, of course, continue to support local. Stay tuned to see what the next adventure will be. I'm Tyler Mattinani. Thanks for watching. Adios!
Mandanya, todos amgi família, sapoma celebra e fiesta. Mangaigi, todos yani mangatonta, sapoma ajuda, zanuku celebra. See